Are you ready for a lesson?
Of course!
Are you ready for a story?
Yes!
Well, open up your ears. This is Warframe's history. Well, welcome to my library, Tenno. Today, a tale of a fallen weapon. What was once the strongest tool in the Tenno armament is now... well, it's pretty shit now. But it wasn't always that way. Here is the story of the Acrid. Now, to tell you about the Acrid, we have to go back in time to update 8.0. This update was released on May 23rd, 2013. Yes, 7 years ago. And I remember when it came out. The screenshot of the update showed us a new sentinel to get, Death Cube, which became my favorite at the time. We also got a new tile set with new enemies and new secrets from the void. But this update was even bigger than that. It was huge. It brought the Forma. Yes, once upon a time the Forma didn't exist. It also brought a mysterious entity that lurked in the shadows. But that's a story for another time. Anyways, the biggest addition of them all were the dojos for clans, duel rooms, research labs, and in these labs you could craft new weapons. There were a bunch of them, but amongst them was the strongest of them all, the Acrid. I remember it took me a while to get it. I wasn't high enough mastery and I didn't have enough resources to craft it, but I knew its power because of videos I had seen online. And I can tell you, boy, when I got my hands on it, it was even better than I thought. And it instantaneously became my favorite weapon in the game. And I cannot describe the feeling of shooting it. It felt so good. No recoil, crazy damage, and a gruesome death for your enemies. It was perfect. But maybe you're wondering, why was it so good? Why is it shit now? Well, it's because of Warframe's original damage system, Damage 1.0. Armor has always been the strongest defense for the enemies of the Tennos. The way it scales and the amazing damage reduction it provides makes a heavy gunner extremely resilient to almost any damage. So how do you get over that? Well, the Acrid had a simple answer. Just ignore it. I won't go too much in depth in this video on Damage 1.0, but all you have to know is that back in the days there were no status bars, and the damage types were very different. No corrosive, no viral, no blast, none of that. Because elemental damage mods wouldn't combine. So you would have what we called rainbow builds, with the only elements you could equip being fire, cold, and electricity. Yes, that's it. Poison wasn't a mod back then. And this damage type was only reserved to a few weapons and abilities. The Acrid was one of them. So what was special about the poison? Oh, not much. Just the fact that it ignored 100% of the enemy's armor. Plus, it applied a dot that would scale off the mods on your weapon. And these would also ignore armor. Yep, poison was pretty OP. And it was one of the only 2 damage types that would ignore armor. So that made it incredibly strong. Sadly, when Damage 2.0 came out, a lot of changes were made. One of them was changing poison. It would no longer ignore armor, and to be honest, that's pretty much what killed the Acrid. Nowadays, this weapon is pretty bad. I mean, look at it. Although its current state is not very good, the Acrid will always stay dear to my heart, as a relic of the past, and a weapon that kickstarted my journey in this wonderful game full of history that is Warframe. And now you know the story of one of the strongest weapons in the game, the Acrid. Farewell, Tenno, and see you next time for another page of history. Warframe's history.
Baba, baby!